And so that movie being released and then being a hit, because the books were a hit and then the movie was a hit, that actually told the tale that women actually do appreciate, even though it was cast in like a BDSM, a more sexual light, women actually do appreciate the dominance of men. We like the masculinity and the dominance that comes with the masculinity. Now, our feminist teachings say we're not supposed to like that. And that's supposed to be some type of bad trait that men have that they want to dominate. But we like that. Because when you talk to women, even modern women, whatever, they don't actually like men that they can run, even though they want men they can run. So it's the feminist part of them that wants a man that she can control. The natural part of her does not like that, because she's looking to a man to give her four basic things. She's looking for him to give her provision. She's looking for him to problem solve for her. She's looking for him to protect her, and she's looking to him for procreation. If he can't deliver those four things, she doesn't even like that guy, even if she's with that guy. So that's not something that is natural to us. That's something that we learn from society, from being a feminist, how to dislike that. The nature doesn't lie, though. And I think that's why the movie was a hit.
Well, you know, they were also speaking about in this this speech or forum, whatever I can call it, they were also bringing up, like we were talking about now, the conscious and subconscious mind of a woman, and how with us it's almost as if, so one of the main traits of female nature is agreeableness. So us being agreeable, we tend to say things that sound right. We want, like, women are more, you know, women are, I don't know, I can't find the word in my head right now. I guess I want to say we are more prone to, if we're asked questions, we will give the answer that we think sounds right, even though it may not be what we actually feel. While men aren't, they don't have that problem as much because they just say whatever they think the logical answer is. But for women, we will say the answer that we think is socially acceptable or more desirable to hear. So in that regard, I want to say, like, there is a saying that says, nice guys finish last, right? The reason why a lot of women, when they're asked about nice guys, many women will say, well, I like nice guys. I like guys with this kind of personality who's caring and sweet and will listen to me. But in reality, they will choose the guy that's the complete opposite. And you ask yourself, okay, why? So, and that goes back to the subconscious and conscious mind of a woman being agreeable and saying the things that sound good, but doing the complete opposite. And then, as you brought up the four characteristics or the four things that a woman is looking for in a man, we have the same thing where it's like, when a woman is looking for a man, the reason why, I would say, now this is my opinion, but I'm going to ask you yours. My opinion is the reason why women do not choose the nice guy the majority of the time is because women like to feel that they will be protected. And so the thing is, when you see a bad guy, a guy who's tough, rough, and he's feared by others, we want to be on the good side of the bad guy. Does that make sense? We want to have the bad guy look at us as something good. So if we can have the bad guy look at us as something good, that makes us feel unique. It makes us feel special and protected. And we know that he won't let anything happen to us because everyone else fears him. With the nice guy, however, we won't feel that way because we feel that, okay, nobody fears him, nobody's afraid of him. So if something were to happen with him around, I don't think that he would defend me, protect me. I won't feel protected next to this guy. What do you think about what I'm saying here about nice guys and bad guys?
I agree with that, and I would add to it that the reason why the so-called good guy or nice guy is sort of looked over sometimes is because again, we're living in a feminist driven society, and it actually affects the men as well as it affects the women, just in a different way.
Definitely.
So the men sometimes become too agreeable. Too agreeable. That's what quote unquote nice is. When women say nice, that's what we mean. We mean he's too agreeable. He's too going along to get along with us. And actually, that's a feminine trait. And not to say that those men are being feminine or effeminate. It's just a feminine trait because, like you were saying earlier, women are social. We're social creatures. And we have evolved to want to be part of the group because the group meant protection. Women don't like being outcast from the group.
Yep.
We just don't like it. Whatever group of women we're around, we like to try to be included in that group because to be excluded sometimes means that we don't get what we need. So we want to be included, even if we don't completely agree with what the group is doing, we still want to have some level of acceptance.
Anything is better than being exiled.
Yeah, exactly. No, we don't like that. I call it dying a social death. We don't like that. So we like to be included, but then if we see that same trait too pronounced in men, that's when we say he's nice because he's too agreeable. He's trying to go along to get along, and that's a more feminine type of trait. And we're like, I don't know, I don't like that because I want a man that has his own system, order, and structure. He doesn't have to go along with a particular mindset or a particular thought pattern. He can diverge from the group, have his own thing, and that's his thing. And he's doing it and he's successful with it. And it's like, that guy isn't necessarily a nice guy. He's an efficient guy. And that's a more masculine trait to have when they are able to create their own structures, because men create structures, women don't do that.
Correct. And piggybacking off of that, you're right. A lot of women, especially what I've seen today, a lot of women are saying, we can build just like men. We don't need to depend on them for this. We are capable of building our own and possibly even better. One thing that we haven't seen quite yet is women in positions of power, political power, social power, where they dominate completely. I am afraid as a woman, even me as a woman, I'm afraid to see that world. And there's just something about women, and I don't know if you agree or disagree with me here, but there's something about women that is just so vicious and kind of I don't know the word. It's just like, rancor. Do you know what rancor is? Like anger. There's something that's so angry about women, and it comes out not in the same way that men show anger, but it comes out in a completely different way. And us women, as we're growing up, we know, because if you've ever been through high school or seeing groups of women, the way that we act when we're in groups is completely different. Yeah.